With the ultimate in state-of-the-art equipment, Swiss competitor Olivier Chapuis has rigged his hang glider to handle grueling punishment.
This is a model of a wing, just a little different from the original Select. We made a few changes to reinforce the structure because for acrobatics, the G-forces are quite stronger than for a normal flight. The attack edge is smoother to gain speed, and the adjustments are more subtle.
The performance is guaranteed to be breathtaking and dangerous. The hang gliders prepare to ascend.
Here we're obliged to take off behind a motorized ultralight, which means that you have to give more concentration during the takeoff. You have to run, you're on a tow, it's not like when you take off from the top of a cliff where you're free. There you have to be very careful of the propellers.
Just moments after learning about the dangers of takeoff, the first near-tragic accident occurred.
Look at this guy, how dangerous he takes off.
Watch again as this beginner takes off. By now, he should be well above the ultralight. But watch closely as he just misses clipping the left wing of his glider on the building, barely escaping disaster. This near miss underscores the potential risk. As the gliders take flight, the view from below is spectacular. But in flight, the pilot's view is awe-inspiring. As the competition gets more intense, Olivier is pumped and ready. Expertly, he shreds the sky with his amazing 360-degree loops. A maneuver once considered impossible, Olivier executes with amazing grace. His competitor, Fred Gerard, is next to perform, looking great in the sky. But suddenly tragedy strikes. His hang glider is damaged and he's falling fast. Now he's pulling his emergency parachute. He struggles to free himself from the hang glider's harness, preparing for the moment of impact with the water below. Emergency boats have rushed to the scene. The divers work quickly to pull him from the wreckage. Fred isn't seriously injured, but his hang glider is totally destroyed. After he dries off, Fred and his competitors gather around a monitor to relive his harrowing experience. Watch closely as he approaches the loop. He doesn't have enough speed for the centrifugal force needed to pull his glider through the loop. As a result, he fell onto the wing and lost all control of his glider. Although he was badly shaken, Fred Gerard survived this potentially life-threatening accident, and he vows to fly again. The sport of hang gliding is unparalleled with grace, beauty, and serenity. But beneath those elegant wings lies danger. For those select few who attempt to advance the possibilities of this sport, each flight becomes a test of personal achievement.
As Westerns gain new popularity among today's audiences, the young guns of stunts are working hard to continue a proud tradition of Old West action, Hollywood style. Country western singer Reba McEntire takes on the Mexican Army in Gambler 4. She's aiming to save stars Kenny Rogers and Christopher Rich from hanging. Portraying a gunslinging madam is tough, but Reba says the stuntmen make her job a lot easier.
Man, I love them to pieces. I like to be around them. And they've got a lot of guts, a lot of nerve, and they'll sure enough do it.
The first scene in this television movie is elaborate, complicated, and potentially dangerous. It required weeks of preparation and intense coordination between the stuntmen and the special effects team.
Your body wants to be like this. You can still be like this, but keep your hips. There's a squib in here, and it's pointed this way.
So it'll naturally blow out that way. Once you feel that go, then you're safe to come back around again.
Okay,
You'll be safe anyway.
I'm probably going to go with that when I feel that.
With that.
Stuntmen know all too well how hazardous special effects can be if they aren't prepared.
We've got them very familiar with what's going on. They know how the things work, and we've showed them just exactly how things are laid out.
This action sequence calls for more than 1,000 bullet hits or squib explosions, triggered by hitting this nail board. It's a complex special effect, and the stuntman's timing must be perfect, or an expensive scene will be wasted.
Janet, you just like lay down there and catch me?
At just the right moment, a stuntman must take a dive off this balcony onto the mats below. It may only be 20 feet, but with all the explosions going off around him, it's risky work.
Tons of dirt and clay and bullet hits and debris and wood flying. We'll have to try to look at our
Hung up on the way over.
getting hung up on the railing.
A former high dive champion with the U.S. Olympic team, Ed Matthews has been a stuntman and fall guy for 8 years.
Line them up. This way. No, those are fine. We'll get a crack. Opens up like this. Go all the way down in between them. Hopefully these cover pads will take it up.
How many were dead there? 21. Hey, boys! Okay, so that's the area where the stuntman comes through. There's no hits. All right. Good. Get the rubber rifles real quick. Rubber rifles.
Rubber rifles are the last bit of safety equipment given to the stuntmen before the big shootout scene. That and some last-minute coaching.
Just play it by ear there, just to make sure everything's set and safe. And if there's something we're not sure, we'll make sure of it before we do it. We'll check and recheck.
Then say a quick prayer.
Not too quick.
For an Olympic-class diver, it's not a big stunt, but as every stuntman knows, it's the little ones that can get you.
I'm happy. We'll do it again if they want to reset it. We'll do it again.
The director and stunt coordinator were happy. With squibs exploding, it cleared the rail and made it look easy. You've just seen a highly choreographed scene which could have gone wrong in a number of ways. But once again, the stuntman and the special effects team were in sync and accomplished the sequence in just one take.
As movie fans know, every action movie has its climactic fight scene, but no two fight scenes are ever alike. Each one carries the special imprint of its stunt coordinator. In the movies, fight scenes can be the most exciting and dramatic. Even though they're usually not the most dangerous stunts to coordinate, they are among the most complicated.
Somebody out there. Ooh. Looks like a pajama party, don't it?
Complex fight choreography played an important part in the mystery thriller movie Illusion, starring Heather Locklear, Robert Carradine, Ned Beatty, and Emma Samms. In the film's climatic scene, Robert and Ned's characters become involved in a life or death struggle, or so it seems. Stunt coordinator Mike Long and stuntman Ron Hutchinson double the stars in the elaborate sequence. They've both been in the business close to 20 years and are well known for their precision driving stunts. Even though they will take the hard hits, Robert and Ned will still do some of their own fighting.
I'll do anything he'll let me do, you know. But the main thing is if I make a mistake, you know, then the picture stops, so there's no point.
But I really like having a stuntman there. Because just for safety, more than anything else, they really protect you.
After a long, exhausting night of shooting, it's finally time for the stuntmen to take the center stage. With the director, they go over every step of this complex scene.
Block.
Yeah.
And then again, block and hit. And here pushes him, so the force of it would be, he's looking at Jan here. Oh, look! There he goes.
Simple. One shot.
While this fight scene is not that dangerous, Mike and Ron are still careful to protect themselves.
See, these guys aren't so tough.
It's all this stuff underneath.
They think they're tough. They make us think they're tough.
But Illusion co-star Emma Samms definitely feels more secure having the stunt masters keep a watchful eye on her.
I think they're a little crazy, but they're usually very gentle, nice, kind people. I think that when they get rid of all their aggressions, doing strange things like jumping off buildings and fighting, and they tend to be very calm and sweet in real life.
Look out!
But there's nothing calm or sweet about the fight scene. Mike, doubling Ned Beatty, must wear a mask. If it blocks his vision, he could severely hurt Ron. Shooting this complicated fight scene spanned 2 days. During this long process, a potentially dangerous problem developed when the mask slipped.
I just couldn't see. And I finally found him in that hundredth. I was looking at one hole. And then, I don't know if you noticed, when I turned around to the character for Jan, I went up and straightened my eyes back out and went towards her.
That's another good example of why two stuntmen do it and not the actor. And because if he does lose his vision or something, I'm prepared to counteract that and be ready for it if something goes wrong.
Join us next time for more World Record Stunt Adventures. I'm Kendra King.
And I'm Jack Scalia. Until next time, remember, buckle up, drive safely, and leave the stunts to the stunt masters.